She was called the Queen of the Curve. But nothing in Zaha Hadid's life followed a smooth arc. She carved her legacy not in harmony with the world, but against its resistance. Born in Baghdad in 1950 to a liberal educated family, she was fluent in multiple languages and immersed in math, science, and design from an early age. Her father was a politician, her mother an artist, and Zaha absorbed both angles of the world, structure and rebellion. It wasn't enough to see what was there. She trained herself to imagine what could be. At 16, she decided she would become an architect, not in Baghdad, not in the Arab world, but on the world stage. She studied mathematics at the American University of Beirut, and then, in the early 1970s, entered the Architectural Association School in London, a bastion of Western architectural tradition that wasn't prepared for her. She tore through it anyway. Her ideas were wild, her drawings explosive. Critics called them unbuildable, visionary, irrational, genius, madness. What they didn't call her was acceptable. But she didn't bend. She didn't try to fit in. She made her own category. For years, her career was more promise than product. She won design competitions only to see her projects canceled. Too radical, too complex, too expensive. Clients were intimidated. Builders said it couldn't be done. But Zaha was patient, and patience is a form of strength. Her studio was her battlefield, and she refused to retreat. She kept producing, kept pushing, relentlessly. A Spartan holds the line even when outnumbered. Hadid held hers through decades of resistance, sexism, and thinly veiled xenophobia. The West celebrated the idea of innovation, but punished the person delivering it if they came from the wrong background, wore the wrong clothes, or spoke with the wrong accent. She once said, "If I were a man, things would be much easier." But she didn't want ease. She wanted truth in design, power through form. Then came the breakthrough. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, technology finally caught up to her vision. Her buildings began to rise, impossible, fluid, violent, elegant. The Vitra Fire Station, the Maxi Museum, the Guangzhou Opera House. Structures that looked more like motion captured in steel and concrete. Not made to mimic tradition, but to defy it. She won the Pritzker Architecture Prize in 2004, the first woman to do so solo. Still, critics tried to diminish her, often mocking her personal style or questioning her temperament. But Hadid understood that to break new ground, you must accept the cost. She absorbed it all in silence, then responded through work. The buildings spoke louder than any review. Each one was a fortress built with imagination and defiance. Like a Spartan shield wall, her team became an extension of her discipline. They worked long hours, under fierce pressure. She demanded brilliance and gave it in return. She wasn't trying to be liked. She was trying to be legendary. In her final years, she became more than an architect. She became a symbol of what's possible when talent refuses to compromise, when vision refuses to die. From the Arab world to Europe, from exclusion to global dominance, she wrote her story in glass and gravity. Zaha Hadid died suddenly in 2016, but even death came too late to silence her. Her firm lives on. Her buildings continue to be constructed. Her impact is irreversible. She had no need for excuses, nor time for complaints. She chose a brutal field and left it permanently changed. Spartan in spirit, imperial in scope. She didn't just design buildings. She built a world that didn't exist until she made it impossible to ignore. Order the Spartan Mindset today and embark on your journey toward becoming the leader your world needs. Let your struggles forge you into a warrior of character and resolve. The Spartan Mindset provides a comprehensive and actionable guide to personal development and resilience. Available now for just $19.99. Purchase your copy from the links in the description box below and on this channel's homepage. Because your future begins with the right mindset. The Spartan Mindset.